guys, it's Tiff back again with another mini mixed media Monday, and we're going to take our junk journal that we made. Remember, you can go back and watch that video, and we're also going to take our Gelli Arts gel printing plate 3 by 5 inch Gelli plate that we're going to use to actually start some mark making. It's a great way to just start any of your backgrounds, whether it's directly in your journal like we're going to do today, or if it's on separate paper that you actually glue down. And now I'm going to actually use my paintbrush versus the brayer on this pink part here. And I just did that for a little bit more variation in color. Sometimes you can get your colors mixed a little bit too well with the brayer on this small Gelli plate. So that's the reason I'm using my paintbrush today. And then I'm going to go in, and that is using my hot glue stencils. I'll make sure to link that video for you so you can go back and take a look at that. How to make those. Super easy and convenient way to make some fun stencils for you. And then I'm going to go in with the teal and yellow because, well, those are my favorite color combos. And again, I'm just taking that paintbrush and kind of mixing those on the paper. I'm going to use a different stencil this time. I believe that stencil is probably a Tracy Bautista stencil, maybe, from Stencil Girl. And then I'm just going to press this directly into my journal there to get some good marks on that. And then, as you know, I do not clean off my Gelli plate, so I'll put it back in here in a few minutes after I get this Payne's Gray laid down on it. But it's a secret weapon not to clean your Gelli plate, kind of like I don't believe in cleaning your stencils either. So I'm such a rebel. Taking my brayer here because I'm only going with one color, and I'm going to go into with another Tracy Bautista stencil that I got from Stencil Girl. And I'm going in here just to add a little bit of contrast and some darker marks into this background. So as you can see, we have a very beautiful background ready for us to kind of go in the base that we're going to use for our page today. So I am doing this as a double page spread to kind of get through some of the pages in the journal. And as you can see, half of it's craft paper and half of it was watercolor paper. So I'm going in here with the Amsterdam Reflex Rose, I believe that is. It's a really pretty neon pink color that just takes, man, it just takes my breath away how bold that color is. And then I'm going in with the mechanical pencil here that I have and just kind of making some marks into that paint. You can see the difference in the marks that you can see through the watercolor paper that is different from the craft paper. So that's kind of the reason I do junk journals, is to use up all the scrap bits of paper, but also so you can see how techniques actually work on different types of substrates. So I'm going in here with my gesso into the palette knife and just kind of making some contrasting marks there. I love bold colors, and I love this black and white tape stuff that I got at Hobby Lobby on clearance. I don't even know, Studio Paper Company, I think maybe it is. But if you have a Hobby Lobby, you may just be able to grab yourself some of these great little black and white marked it's, I say tape, but it doesn't have sticky on the back, so you'll have to check in your kind of in your clearance section at Hobby Lobby. And I'm going in with some more white, kind of brightening up those pages, and I'm also going in some more of that Reflex Rose. I wanted some bolder kind of blocks of color. My dog's snoring again, imagine And I'm going in with my dollar clearance that I found here with some paint. And I'm just going to block this out in a kind of a semicircle pattern. And then I'm going to heat that, dry it all the way. I'm going in with the Bria Reese paint pen. This is the black paint pen. It has a little bit of glitter that's really pretty. And then I did a little flower with some little dots and marks and stuff. I ended up not liking it. It was a little bit too cute for me. You know, I'm more of a grungy, not necessarily cutesy kind of pages, so I scratched it at the end. And I'm adding a little water here to the other page there to kind of move that dark from the right to the left. And so yeah, not so much. I didn't like that cutesy flower thing, so gonna go back in with a little bit more of that green paint, just to kind of cover up some of the oopsie that I made there. And that's okay. You don't know what you like or you don't like until you actually try it. So I suggest you try and kind of figure out what you like and what you don't like. And then I'm going in there, as you saw, with a little gesso on my finger, just kind of moving that white as well around the page a little bit more. Now I'm going to go in, I believe this is Viva Las Vegas Stamp Company's background stamps. And I'm just going to go on with my StazOn black ink just to create some marks in the background still. And now I'm just looking to see what I feel like the page needs. Sometimes you just have to take a break and just take a look at it. So I'm going in, this is a white China marker. And I'm going in and making some marks with the mechanical pencil. And then out of the corner of my eye, I realized that I had part of this black and white tape that I had used earlier. And I had used it for a different page, but I just kept that little scrap. And I'm just playing, I call this like you're trying on clothes. So just putting things together, seeing what I like, what I don't like, pulling it off and trying something else. Masking tape, my secret weapon. I love masking tape. If you need to kind of let the eye rest, or you need some kind of something to break up the page, masking tape is the way I go. And making some little marks and doodles. I'm not sure what I'm doing off camera there. Oh, okay. I was getting me a piece of muslin, I think this is. I'm just going to take that. I just love how textures and fabrics add to a journal page, or really any type of art that has an additional little pop of texture. I just love it. So it's kind of part of just the way my style is. I just like to add that little bit of fabric or fibers or whatever I can put my hands on. And so I'm going to go back in here with that muslin and kind of frame that up with the black and white. Your eye immediately goes to that small pattern. I'm still figuring out if I wanted to add something else, a little scallop. Nah, I decided I liked the way it was, the simplicity over there. So I think I do take a piece of masking tape maybe and add to the side. Alright, and now I'm going to take some gold leaf. You can find all of the affiliate links below in the comments just to see the products, and if you want to order some from Amazon, you're welcome to. But I love the pop of gold, and I believe if If the prices haven't changed, it's only around $7, I think, for that 100 pack. And oh man, what the little pop of gold does to the page, it just brings it to life, in my opinion. And I'm using my Oohoo glue stick to actually get the adhesive down for the gold. And then I'm going in with just kind of like a stiff paintbrush and kind of flicking it around to kind of take all that excess and kind of scratch up that gold a little bit, so it doesn't look just like I plopped down a square piece of gold. So I like kind of how that looks there. And then I'm going to add my Tim Holtz ideology little phrase here that I thought was fitting for the page. And of course, I left it in the other room as I'm doing this voiceover, so you'll have to read it, I guess. So guys, thank you so much for joining me this Monday. I hope that your week is fantastic and fabulous. And if you would, just give this Southern gal a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. And thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, toodaloo!